For daily Ask Reddit. r/Ask Reddit. What is the worst thing your horniness made you do? Had sex with my girlfriend on a boat in the middle of the day. When I looked up there was a park ranger on a jet ski just sitting there like 20 feet away. No idea how long he was there. Welp. Just another day. I masturbated during a state standardized test in school because I was so horny I couldn't focus. Were people other than you able to see under your desk? I should have clarified. I went to the bathroom to do it. I'm not that horny, but I still had to get escorted by a whole monitor to the bathroom to masturbate. I put a lot of liquid soap in a face towel, rolled it up, placed it in between my bed box and mattress, and started humping it until I ejaculated. Unfortunately, it put a bunch of micro scratches on the head of my penis. The very next morning, the head of my penis was lined with linear scabs. For the next week or so, my flaccid penis was fine, but every boner I popped hurt like hell because it would pull and tug on the scab and some would tear. Needless to say I only tried that one more time before stopping that practice forever. As a teenager, maybe 16, I was skinny dipping alone in the family pool while everyone was gone. Naturally, I opened the sucky thing on the side of the pool for reasons. Unaware that this particular hole had extreme suction, I put not my dick, but my balls up to the hole and the hole sucked them in. I freaked out immediately and yanked my body away and was in severe pain, lying on the pool deck for about 15 minutes. Did not go to the hospital and everything is fine now. I have never told anyone this. Girl I knew had one of those voyeur websites where her whole house was cammed up and this was back in like 2005. I got drunk and horny and didn't care about the cams in that moment. Then after I was like fuck, I hope none of those people know me. I stopped drinking over there after that. Got a blowjob from my cousin, step cousin, not sure what you'd call her. We weren't blood related, she was my cousin's cousin. My dad's brother's wife's sister's daughter. Whatever. Anyway, I got a blowjob from a non-blood related family member at a family Christmas party. When I was in school my teacher asked me to get up in front of the class and I told him I'll take the F. Man, dude, I never experienced this and I'm so glad I didn't. However, there was this girl in my sophomore biology class who at the time was really into white denim. She had to have had at least a dozen different pairs. Anyways, one day our teacher looks at her while she's sitting in front of me whispering to one of her friends and tells her, since you find it important to share secrets with X and ignore what I'm talking about, maybe you could come up to the board and share that secret with the class. She just looked up at him and shook her head. He proceeded to explain to her that she needed to come up to the board or else. She asked him if she could explain something to him in confidence. He walked up to where she was sitting and she began whispering in his ear, MHMMMMMMMMMMM. MHMMMMMMMMM. Alright class, I'm going to ask you all politely to close your eyes and turn around. I cheated that and she had basically bled through the entire crotch of her jeans. Okay, so this is probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me. So ever since I was 8 or 9 there was this one girl who looked after me. My family was in a tough spot at the time. She would help me with homework, go to parks with me, and even go to my basketball games. I met her on my first day at my new school in 3rd grade. She was an 8th grader who happened to be my lunch monitor. We hung out a lot, and whenever I got to be alone with her I would always hug her and stuff, so she always saw me as a little kid until well that time we went to a cottage in the summer of my 10th grade. We were there with a couple of her friends. Since she's like 5 years older than me, her friends were around 20 and I happened to be the only teenager there. Well, as you know, I'm no longer a little kid and I've gone through puberty. But you know, I still think she saw me as a little brother or something along those lines. But that all changed when I saw them all in bikinis and got hard. So from the window in the main room, I masturbated to them. Except, well, I didn't know that the girl who looked after me for all those years was still in the cabin. I started to come and let out a groan. Suddenly she came out to see what was happening, and there I was butt ass naked with my cum all over the window. I can't say that this was my proudest fap.